Aim, shoot, dodge, throw a stone. Men panics. He was hit in the back of the head, although they escaped the sacrificial ceremony. But what awaits them is a cruel hunting game. This hunting game is more terrifying than before. The fear of the protagonist and his companions was clearly visible. The man turned his head to observe. Aim. Throw. A graceful arc streaked through the air. The slow motion shot also shone a light on the cruelty of the game. In the eyes of the Maya, they represented a superior civilization, and these tribesmen are toyed with like wild boars. This hunting game was their way of demonstrating power and status. First-person perspective. Ahead lay the hope of survival. But this penetrating wound is extremely deadly. Eventually, he collapsed. Another companion was also struggling. The man stepped forward to finish him off. The camera cuts back to the protagonist. The next target is him. The man gestures for the hunting game to continue. The protagonist's eyes are determined. But he's already thought of a countermeasure. The music gradually fades. Swift action. The protagonist immediately adopts a zigzag run, making himself even harder to hit. Seeing this, his companions imitate his method and flee. Compared to the others, the protagonist is much calmer. Maya's face darkens. Dodge directly. The method works perfectly. Quick cut, showing the protagonist's anticipation of his movements. Note this, the protagonist doesn't see the javelin. He simply dodged the attack by running in a zigzag pattern. Exert force, flung his weapon, but missed several times in a row. The Mayan's momentum was no longer relaxed. Start calculating the rules. Aimed with power. The camera cuts to the target prey, struck with one strike. For a seasoned hunter, these were just tricks. Now, only the male protagonist is left. His opponents are the leader and his son. He had long lost his composure, cooled, only run desperately. The leader was full of confidence. It seemed this running strategy wasn't enough. The leader's son moved in to finish him off. The leader watched carefully. His former companion still held his last breath. He struck with a single blow. The male protagonist is also dealing with sword wounds. This opportunity was earned at the cost of his friend's life. At this moment, he secretly hid the arrowhead. The hero immediately thinks of a countermeasure. When men let their guard down, he launches a surprise attack. The camera cuts back to the leader. His expression remains confident. He draws his dagger. A single strike kills. Due to the distance, the leader and his men haven't noticed what's happening yet. The man falls to the ground. The camera zooms in, amplifying the emotion. The hero stands up. He observes the Mayans' movements. The leader immediately pursues. Arrogance always comes at a price. The male protagonist draws his sword while observing. The Mayans' attacks continue. Now he must flee. Otherwise, the consequences will be disastrous. The leader did not immediately pursue the male protagonist. This gives the hero room to escape. The hero flees into the cornfield. His state of panic is now utter. The leader's son has sustained a tracheal injury. Blood flowed into his lungs, leading to his death by suffocation. The protagonist panics, yet he sees hope for life. The camera cuts back. The leader's son is dead. The protagonist is about to face the leader's most furious pursuit.